In 2018, Monsanto, known for its genetically modified seeds and crops, plus its poisonous weed killer Roundup, was bought by Bayer, a chemical giant that produces mostly poison. In other words, our food supply is now largely controlled by the producers of carcinogenic poison. Monsanto started off producing Agent Orange, a very powerful and highly toxic chemical used during the Vietnam War to eliminate forest cover and to destroy crops. But it turned out to do just a little bit more than that, causing horrific birth deformities and various types of cancer. According to experts, the fusion of Monsanto and Bayer was the perfect match made in hell.
When the Vietnam War was over, Monsanto couldn't sell Agent Orange anymore, and they converted it to Roundup. This is how Roundup works. The main ingredient of Roundup is glyphosate, and glyphosate has the characteristics of making chemical bonds to iron and minerals. When it enters the plant, it also makes chemical bonds to the protein enzymes, and because the plants cannot have protein anymore, they get killed. Glyphosate is a very toxic poison that even Monsanto thought no living organisms would be able to survive the glyphosate. However, when there was a glyphosate spillage, they found a unique bacteria still growing in the glyphosate. They put a name, agrobacteria, and extracted the DNA from it and put that in the plants. This is the birth of GMOs, which don't react to the glyphosate. Thus, no matter how much the plant is sprayed on with Roundup, they don't die.
Genetically modified organisms, you take genes from one species and force it into the DNA of other species. Now, the GM crops on the market, there's 9 of them, and the primary traits are either herbicide tolerance or pesticide production. So herbicide tolerance, Roundup Ready is the most popular. Roundup Ready soy, corn, cotton, canola, sugar beets, and alfalfa. They're engineered with genes from bacteria and pieces of virus, etc., not to die. The plant doesn't die when it's sprayed with Roundup herbicide, which normally kills plants. So it makes weeding easier for farmers. They can simply spray over the crops and kill all the weeds, but not the Roundup Ready crops. And the other genetically modified trait that's popular is pesticide production. They take a gene from bacteria in the soil called Bacillus thuringiensis, or BT for short, and take that gene which produces a known insecticide and put it into corn and cotton. So when a bug, certain types of bugs, eat or try to bite the plant, the toxin gets released and then it breaks open little holes in their stomach walls and they die. So now we eat that insecticide, and we also eat the Roundup-laden crops. So we're eating 2 types of poisons in these GM crops.
Of course, GMOs have the active glyphosate. When you eat GMOs, the glyphosate makes chemical bonds to the iron, minerals, and body enzymes, and the bonded chemicals are still poisons, and they will have to damage your organs 24/7. Glyphosate has harmed not only mankind but also the Mother Earth.